Okay, look who's back with us, former Deputy Assistant FBI Director, Danny Coulson. Danny, we love having you on the show. So
Thank you.
what do you think about this mystery binder with Trump Russia probe documents in it that Trump ordered declassified at the 11th hour? What are you hearing about it?
Well, I really don't have a crystal ball. Unfortunately, I wish I did. But what we've seen so far, Liz, is just more of the same thing. More evidence that the FBI used a fake document to deceive the FISA court and get a warrant on somebody that this never should have been surveilled. So I don't know what's in the new stuff, but I can pretty much guarantee it's a lot more dramatic than what we've seen come out today. And there's all kinds of questions here. You know, I keep thinking, where's Durham? It's like, where's Waldo? Where's Durham? Let's get leaks. We don't need those leaks. Let's see some evidence. Write me a report, or the American people a report, and exonerate these people or prosecute them. But this twisting in the wind stuff, that's too much. I did Iran-Contra. We did it a lot quicker. And I think that he owes a duty to the American people, and also he owes a duty to the people that are being investigated and basically vilified in the media, and maybe with good cause.
Why is it taking so long to declassify this information?
I'm sure there's a process, Liz, and I've been involved in that process. And the intelligence communities, the FBI, the CIA, and NSA, they're all concerned about losing their sources. And by giving up the information, our adversaries, just by seeing what the information is, it's called a mosaic. They can put that together and compromise sources and methods. And that's why it takes a long time. And frankly, some people may just be dragging their feet because they don't want it to get out.
You know, John Solomon has been on this story. He's reporting that his sources say the mystery binder has details of interviews that the FBI did in the fall of 2017 with the anti-Trump dossier author, Christopher Steele. That Christopher Steele talks about potentially his political motives for leaking to the media the Trump-Russia collusion narrative during the 2016 election. Let me back up. Christopher Steele had testified in a court in England that he was hired by the Hillary Clinton campaign and financed by Democrats to dig up dirt on Trump to challenge the 2016 election if Hillary lost. Well, it looks like that information was used to challenge the 2016 election because it ended up getting in a FISA court, ended up in the FBI to do the Trump-Russia probe. What do you say?
Oh my gosh, I mean, how terrible is that? First of all, the FBI should be more sophisticated and not subcontract out their probable cause. That's not right. We didn't do it when I was there. I don't know what happened to cause them to do it now. But if in fact she did that, then, you know, Durham needs to address that. But I blame the FBI for that. We're not supposed to be duped by people that are con men, and we were. And we were duped, not only duped, but we used the information that he provided, ultimately knowing it was false. And then we go and we give a FISA court, get a FISA court application. And that's really troubling to me. The most sacred trust we have is our relationship with federal courts and state courts. And to mislead them purposely, that's about as bad as I've ever heard.
Okay, here's what the FISA court apparently did not hear from the FBI top echelon, asking for FISA wiretaps on the Trump campaign. That a New York agent an agent in the FBI bureau said definitely it was obvious that Christopher Steele's stuff was political. Another source said, FBI agent said he's totally untrustworthy. Steele's Russia source said zero corroboration. We can't corroborate anything he's telling you guys. And that Russian source was not even in Russia. He was inside the U.S. working for the Brookings Institution. James Comey said later would testify this is salacious, unverified material. But then you see it in the footnotes for the FISA court wiretap applications. How did all of that happen? Again, you and I have talked about this. FISA court wiretaps are meant to stop another 9/11, not supposed to be used in political opposition probes.
How did it happen? It's really simple. They took the legal counsel division of the FBI out of the process. Every time I signed a FISA warrant, my legal counsel division vetted it. And they actually go through an interrogation process where they go back to the agent doing the affiant and say, how do you know this? What's the reliability of this individual? Because when you go to the court, you have to say, I've got a source, and you have to comment on his reliability. And if they didn't do that or they lied to the court, then it's game on with regard to perjury, with regard to civil rights violations. When you take away somebody's Fourth Amendment right not to be surveilled with a fake document, that's a serious color of office issue and has criminal penalties assigned to it.
All right, Danny Coulson, thanks for joining us. It's good to have your insights.
Thank you.
Again on the
Always
show.
enjoy
Great
it.
to
Thank
see
you very much. Enjoyed it. Thanks.
Same here. It's good to have you on.